And welcome to our part 2, and in this video we're gonna be setting up our character. So we're gonna be going around some basic setup. So we're gonna be setting up our character to work with the asset we just download. Right, so if you just press play here right now, you're gonna have the default Unreal Engine character. So it's really nice, but this character doesn't have any modular pieces and parts that we can actually change. That's the only thing that why we're changing for the character. So what we're going to be doing in this video is replacing this character and the animations as well to the new character we just imported, right? So what I'm going to do here, guys, inside our main folder, I am going to go ahead in here. I am just going to delete this folder player, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that this folder here is modular as possible. So I want to make sure that you can export this folder with no problem to your project, and then you're going to be able to integrate your current character, your current game, using these things we created. So I'm gonna just go ahead here and just leave the name as main for now. I'm gonna right click in here, I'm gonna create another folder, and I am gonna call this player, yeah. And inside this folder here, I'm just gonna put the dash here, player, I suppose, yeah. So it bump here. Inside it here, I am gonna create here another folder called character. Oh, character, and I am gonna create another folder here called animations, right? That's where we're gonna keep our animations, our character, and I'm gonna create another folder. And I am gonna call this, actually, I'm not gonna call anything. I'm just gonna delete this folder. Yeah, so let's just create those two folders. Right, so what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna open up this folder again. I'm gonna create a couple of game settings so we can actually use this new character creating. So right now, we're not yet doing the animation. If you're new to Unreal Engine, what we're basically doing right now is we are just setting overriding the game mode and a couple of things in there, right? So to do this, what I'm gonna do here is inside our folder here, I'm gonna create another one called level, right? I'm gonna add another content browser so it's easy for me to keep switching here. So if you wanna add another content browser, just go to tools, sorry, I think it's Windows, content browser, number 2 here, right? It's gonna attach to here. I'm gonna do like this for now because I want to drag and drop stuff across Windows. Right, so what I'm gonna be doing here on this other content browser, I'm gonna go here to our level prototyping. I think we have meshes. Sorry, it's gonna be in third-person character maps, right? I'm gonna just duplicate this map here. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold the map, Control D, or copy and paste. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna call this RPG map, right? And I'm gonna drag and drop this guy inside this folder. And I'm gonna go in here and double click on this. I'm gonna open up that map. The way you know this map is open is by the name of the map in there. The reason why I did this is because I don't really want to mess up with the whatever default map you have. You may want to play with this around, so in case we do something that we messed up or we delete something that we shouldn't, we can just copy and paste the map again. It's going to close this window. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to create a game mode, player, controller, and then of course the player palm, right? So inside the character, I'm going to create right click here, I'm going to go to blueprint, and I am gonna create here a game mode, right? And I am gonna call this guy here GM, which means game mode, and I'm gonna call this RPG demo. Yeah, you can call whatever you want if you're creating your game. You could just use this ahead, but once again, I'm just trying to do so in a way that we can get this project up and running to an existing project you may have, right? So if you open up this guy here, you're gonna have just a couple of settings, things like section class and the default player palm and things like this. So basically a game mode is something that you're gonna use to do things like a session handle and things. I'm not gonna get too much in the details of this, but I'm just gonna do the basic for now, right? create the game mode, I'm gonna right click in here, I'm gonna create a blueprint class again, and I'm gonna create a player controller, right? So I'm just gonna call this PC player controller. You can also call BPC or something like this, but I'm just gonna call PC for now, player controller, or you can call whatever you want. There's actually a couple of websites that tells you which what name should you be naming, so it's easy for you to find. And I'm gonna call this PC just RPG RPG demo controller, right? And I'm gonna save all, right? And I'm gonna go open up this, right, again. And with this item selected, where you say player controller, I'm just gonna press here. You can also come in here, search, and just search for PC, PC player controller. You should be all right. Right, cool, nice. Now there's another one that we actually need to do here, which is, I'm just gonna leave this open here for now. Yeah, just gonna put it here. I'm gonna go here again to the, where is it? Third person blueprints, right? And this is my player. This is the character. This is whatever, when you press play here, that's the asset that comes by default. So what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm gonna right click on this character. I am gonna duplicate, yeah. And I am gonna call this BP blueprint RPG demo character. Once again, you can call whatever you like. I'm just calling because that's the demo for me. I'm gonna be using only for demo purpose. And then I'm gonna drag and drop this guy inside the characters, right? I'm gonna open up that folder. There we go. So with this RPG demo open here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that character. I'm gonna go here where it's saying default player palm class, and I'm just gonna set here. Compile and save. There we go. And then there's there's two extra things I want to do here right now, right? So now with your RPG map level open, right? What you're gonna do here is you go to where is the word settings. If you don't have that tab, you should be in here. Content map, word partitions, viewports. Let me just check here. That should be the map word settings. Let me just close this for now. Actor, place, content browser, viewports, details. Or is it word settings here? Right. There you go. So once again, Windows word settings. There you go. So yeah. So what we're gonna do here in word settings tab, you're gonna select your GM RPG demo, and you're gonna paste in here. If you notice, you already find the default Palm class and also the default controller. You can also override these one by one, but I always find that if you do this with a game mode class, it's easier because you can create a new level and you don't need to worry about this stuff. And I am just gonna press save here so I can save the current level. So the way to know you are with the right character here, right, is we're gonna do something really silly here for now. Let's select the mesh. I'm gonna add a static mesh, and I am gonna be adding a very cube. It's gonna be adding a cube here. I'm just gonna make it a little bit smaller, right? Oh, something like that. Doesn't matter. Something that we can see that that's our character. And if you press play, there you go. We have our new character in here with this silly box, whatever. Yeah, so this is our character. So right now you have the basic setup for the character. What I'm gonna be doing here right now is I am gonna be just pausing this video. I'm gonna create another part and I'm gonna stop right now. So just so we don't have all those parts very long. So I'm gonna, in the next part of the video, I'm gonna be creating, actually gonna replace this mesh with our new mesh and the animations. So I'll see you guys on the next video.